Welcome to all our viewers. Today we will be talking about a topic that I believe is touching many people's lives, directly and indirectly, and that is mental health. According to the World Health Organization, mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or own potential, can cope with normal stresses of life, and can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. To help me with this topic today, I've asked one of our counselors to give us more information to help us create awareness around mental health and where one can reach out to get support. So welcome, Charlize. Thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me, Tanya.
Charlize, why do we need to focus on mental health?
So, Tanya, mental health is really an essential part to living a healthy and a balanced life. Our mental health involves our physiological, emotional, as well as our social well-being. This means that it impacts on the way that we think, the way that we feel, as well as the way that we behave on a daily basis. If you think about it, if you feel great during the day, you can have a lot more done as you are focused on what you're doing. You are a lot more energetic, busy on the project that you're working with. As well as our mental health also contributes to our decision making. So this also involves that the way that we cope with stress, how we relate to others in our lives. If I can take myself as an example, I take stress or I react really bad to stress. So when I'm a little overworked, I need to make sure that I take at least 20 minutes a day to do a breathing exercise. And this helps me really to just calm down, to regain my focus so that I'm not so snappy with my partner when he gets back from work.
That's such a good tip to do a breathing exercise for 20 minutes in the day. And what's 20 minutes? I mean, it is something you can fit into your day very easily. Charlize, is it possible for me to improve my mental health? And how would I be able to do it in my day-to-day life?
Yes, Tanya, it's definitely possible. So there's a few steps that you can take to improve your mental health every day. And this really includes small things like, for instance, exercising. You as a dietitian knows how important it is to have a healthy and balanced diet. It's also important to open up to people in your life who's there to support you, as well as taking breaks during the day when you're having a difficult day at work and remembering something that you are really grateful for in the times that we're living in. And then last but not least, to have a good night rest. It's really important for mental health to have a good night rest.
Charlize, I can definitely relate to that because if I haven't had enough sleep, I must say the next day I'm a little bit overwhelmed with everything that needs to happen. Charlize, now you've given us a few tips on what can help to improve our mental health. But when is a good time to actually reach out to someone for help?
So Tanya, as you know, we are all individuals and we react quite differently to our environment. So therefore, mental health related matters impact people in quite a different ways. So there's various signs and symptoms of mental health challenges. So if you have implemented the simple steps that I've mentioned earlier, and you still notice that your overall happiness, your productivity during the day, or even your relationships is not the way that it should be, I would suggest that it's time for you to reach out for some professional support.
And Charlize, if I feel that I need help, or a loved one needs help, or a friend needs help, where do we get this help and support that you're talking about?
So I would recommend to connect with other individuals, families and friends, out to them and opening up to other people in your life can help you to provide you with emotional support, and just know that there is people out there who is rooting for you. And then last but not least, talking to a professional. And if you start to feel like your emotional health is really starting to impact on your day-to-day life, it may be time to reach out for extra professional support. So I would recommend to reach out to your neuropsychologist, counselor, or a general practitioner.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Charlize, for joining me here so we can create awareness around mental health. And remember, you do not need to do this alone, so reach out to your support team. Until next time, bye.
Bye.